Uh, so we are going to get straight to the subject that we were discussing, which is so interesting. I think,
Yeah, absolutely.
in my opinion, in my
Yeah, yeah.
in my humble opinion, as the classical people say.
Lotus feet also, as they say, pronounced your lotus feet.
Yeah, it's protocol.
Yeah, I mean, it's also a song track. So,
It is. Oh, no, that's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful
yeah,
song.
no, it's one of my most favorites. Right.
So maybe Sharanya or somebody can check if it's live, it's up or not.
नहीं of Facebook এ তো দেখতে পাচ্ছে না
It'll be on my artist page, huh? Mostly it's not on the Facebook profile. The live.
yeah I mean you're checking the page, right? Yeah, just checking
All right. I think we are in business
on Twitter.
on Twitter, on Facebook, everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what we need to do is we need to read the comments one way or the other. So I'm going to go to my phone and see, since we've already done Instagram. By the way, it's also, okay, wait, I'm going to turn the volume down here. This way I can see comments. So, hang on, how do I see the comments? There. Why have the comments switched off? And I'm seeing captions on Facebook, which is not bad.
Captions on Facebook, as in
I'm seeing like you know how closed captions are, like subtitles.
Oh yeah
What
okay.
I'm talking about.
Yeah
Okay, here we are. Super.
Oh.
I'm seeing the comments. I'm in a position to read comments, and I need my towel. So hello everybody, and welcome back. Those of you who are already watching us on Instagram, you're probably watching us again on Instagram because it's back on Instagram now. But
okay, I see. Wow.
Yeah, it's back on my Instagram because I'm giving people the pleasure of listening to our very interesting conversation about
Yeah,
so,
about
my humble opinion. I mean, we started like that, right?
Yeah, of course.
So, but jokes apart, I think humility is a very important part of the whole package. It's not only about Indian classical music, but in every discipline, right? You need humility to proceed.
Absolutely, but I think only as long as it's genuine.
Yeah, as long as it's real, right?
Yeah.
And if you say lotus feet, for instance, if you use the phrase lotus feet, you have to really mean lotus feet. Because not everybody has lotus feet, of course. Right?
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
But those who have joined us on Facebook, let's start by talking about what we've released. We've released.
Yeah, of course.
Why don't you talk about it?
No, please. No, please go ahead.
So we released a single. If there's any such thing in Indian, I don't know if is it blasphemous to say single in Indian classical music? No.
I don't think so.
Okay. I mean, you are single. You actually okay. I mean, let's not get there. So you just released this EP. Call it an EP. Call it a single, which is Romantic Raga Puriya, and it's an evening Raga Puriya that we have performed together. Very traditional and classical, very humbly classical. But we've worn some Western outfits. Like I wore a shirt because I was very comfortable. I was wearing that, and Ishaan is in he's always elegantly dressed, of course. And
oh wow, thank you.
But we played like Jhaptal and Ektal, but you don't get to see our kurtas, but you get to hear very good sound, which is mixed and mastered beautifully by Aditya Srinivasan, who's a genius.
I mean, I was about to get there. I mean, he's really the true definition of a genius. I mean, he's just taken it to a whole different level. I mean, it sounds just the way it should.
Tabla sound? Do you like your tabla sound?
To be very, very honest, I mean, I was actually talking to him about this. The way he has mixed, especially this track. I mean, the sound is something that has always been in my system, that I want to hear my tabla in this particular way. But I mean, I came across that kind of a thing very rarely till he mixed. So he's basically mixed the track like how we would like to listen to it internally, or like. Yeah. How the music is within us.
Glad to hear that, because I think that's a very important thing when you are, these kind of classical instruments. in all our humility and simplicity, we often forget that we need a good sound guy. We need a good,
Absolutely. Yeah.
that those things are important. And it's not arrogant to say that you want a good sound, for instance.
Yeah, I mean that's a basic necessity. Necessity. I mean, come on, it's a sonic art. You need to focus on the audio aspect of it.
And we've kept it very simple and chill. We're having a lot of fun. We always have, me and Ishan, when we play together, we try to
Yeah, it's
make it up in the moment, no?
absolutely. And I mean, of course, I mean it's fun. It's so much joy. It's everything put together. But for me, more than anything else, I think it's just been a learning experience through these years, and playing with you has really helped me grow a lot as a musician, and the way I think, or whatever. I mean, the way I perceive.
We have been, as we say, quote unquote, learning from each other.
Yeah, well, yeah, we've learned a lot.
That's our private joke, by the way.
Yeah.
So, Raga Puria. So, do you play this raga on the sitar ever?
But I mean, as a matter of coincidence, actually, I think the first time I heard anyone playing Rag Puria was you, when I was just barely 4 years old.
Really? How?
Yeah, absolutely. When you played at
Not those, the ones that are in the other room. Yeah, I'm getting my
yeah,
earphones. Sorry about
yeah,
that.
yeah. No worries. No, so I was saying, actually the first time I heard anyone play Rag Puria live
Yeah, that's right. At
was
Sangeet.
when I heard you at Sangeet Mahabharat. Yeah,
How many years ago was that?
that was, as far as I remember, I think that was around 2004 or 5. So yeah, so I was really little, but yeah, but I
How-
do remember that concert. Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to reveal my age, so like just
Oh, yeah, of course. But now that you just mentioned the years.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
but I was
Wait,
I
wait
was
a
very
minute.
young.
Wait a minute. So, wait, hang on. Let's continue this conversation once I plug into my earphones,
Yeah,
because we have a young woman in the room and we don't want her knowing your age. Actually, she knows your age already. So, can you hear me now?
sorry.
Can you hear me? Oh,
Yeah, loud and clear. I can hear you very well.
I'm going to change my audio to the headphones, external headphones. Can you still hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Perfect.
And I'm going to turn the volume up for this so I can hear you when you play. Because I want to really hear your bawa properly when you play. You know?
The mizaj, yeah.
It's baya, is it?
It's Baya, Bama, whatever. I mean, come on.
Depending on the gharana.
Yeah.
Okay. So the bandish I played in Jhaptal. Shall we try to play this together? Let's see if we are in sync.
You think we can? Well, I mean, that's the channel, but okay, we can try.
Okay, guys, if you want to watch us play in sync, just go to the channel. And it's going live on the channel also. So if you're not liking what we are doing now, just go to the original video.
Just give me a minute. I may have to tune. Can you just give me the sa?
Of course. See, that works.
Cool.
So I think the trick is if we play fast enough, then we'll almost be in sync.
Okay. Fine. Let's go for it.
So let's go for the Ektal Bandish. And if
Yeah.
you're not in sync, we'll know if you're not in sync.
Yeah.
Let's see if you're getting any comments about whether we are in sync. I mean, you are in sync with yourself for sure. Why don't you play some? Why don't you play some Rela in this? I would love to
So
hear your
Ekta-
Rela in this.
Okay.
Okay, so there is a general opinion that tabla sound is not coming through. Maybe are you on your phone? You're on your phone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, those who just bear with us because Ishaan is being extremely cooperative, but there's power in only one room in his house,
Yeah, I'm seeing something like this for the first time. It's quite funny, but yeah,
yeah, he's spending his precious power and
data,
you
mobile
know
data. Yeah.
on being with you guys. And in fact I got to tell you this, there's this very happening new platform called Clubhouse, and we've opened up a room where we are soon going to get into in about at 6 o'clock. We're going to get into that room. That's going to be a lot simpler because it's only audio.
Yeah.
So we are going to be talking. It's a very interesting subject. The subject is, what does romance mean to you? So we are going to
Very
be
personal as well. Yeah.
well, yeah, it's very personal. So we can start talking about it here, but really the conversation around that should be in Clubhouse, where we are going to, and we are asking all of you to join. Those of you who are on Clubhouse, I think
Yeah.
most people, it's the next big thing. I think the entire world
Very.
has joined, and me and Ishaan are going to play also there because it's much easier because you can just
Yeah.
it's audio only, and we'll be playing, but we'll also be talking about what is romance. So if it's music related, it could be that. If it's related to your personal life, if it's related to, I'm just giving some hints here, so that you don't feel like you're put on the spot. You can talk about your travel wanderlust, as they say in German, right? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. It'll be fun. Yeah.
But we were talking about something very interesting before this, is about you flipping between being a teenager, or right now you're not a teenager anymore, of course, but flipping
Well,
between
that's up to you. Yeah.
up to me.
To decide.
Like, are you telling me up to me, or you mean up to you for the general audience, like those who are perceiving?
Generally speaking, yeah.
Yeah, it depends on who is, मतलब कौन तुमको कौन से नजरिए से देख रहे हैं. That's what
Exactly.
you're
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. You got it. Yeah.
I got it right. So, so we are going to be. I wish we could add some other people on this call, but anyway, let's just the two of us. Let's stick to that. So
Yeah. So
so how do you flip? Like, what do you do exactly? No, I want to get into a little more detail because last time you said it's for you. It's not been a problem in the sense that let me just hold this sitar for me. This conversation is too interesting to play in the middle. So you said that you haven't really had this issue where but let me see. Let me give you a few scenarios. So let's say you've just
I'm issue myself, so doesn't matter.
yeah, but only I call you that, right?
No, a lot of other people do that.
So you have so it's
yeah,
not a
yeah.
secret.
You don't have a patent as of now. Yeah.
Okay, I don't. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just give me
nice looking door, huh?
Well, thank you.
So yeah, so coming back to so I'm going to give you a scenario where, say, you've just gone out with a friend, male, female, whatever. You've gone out and gone to a lovely, let's say, a live music venue, a club, where there's like a band. You're moving with the music while you have some French fries and maybe a Diet Coke or something, or whatever,
soft drink,
like a very soft like drink, and then you come back home, and of course you're listening to a Tirakwa Khan Sahab ka, your dad, or I know your dad is very friendly, and he's actually with us. He's part
exactly.
of 3-4 generations. But you're lucky that you have a dad who's as chill and as cool.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're coming back, and there's this huge tradition, that you have to uphold, and you have to like the next time you meet somebody who is senior and older than you have to actually fall at their feet, and
like you, yeah,
like, touch your nose or touch your ear or tongue or whatever. So how do you flip?
Well, how would I flip? There's nothing that I have to do very consciously, because I'm jokes apart. I'm talking on a serious note, because it wasn't a conscious effort ever. Regarding anything in general, especially revolving around music, if you want to call it. But out here, if you're talking about, this whole thing of coming from a tradition and having this lineage and all that thing, I think that's definitely, you feel a sense of responsibility on one hand, but on the other hand, it's never a burden because you don't think of it that way. I mean, that's it.
At the end of the day, you're just a guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, so at least in my case, that's what happened, because like I was never, I didn't want to, and I was never made to think of it in that way. I mean, it was just having fun. It was just like hanging out all the time, and enjoying myself
Yeah.
when I was playing music, either by myself or with my father, or learning from him, or learning from others by listening to them, you included, and so many other musicians. So anyway, so that's the music part of it. But I think just life in general, I think the other amazing aspect for me was my school life, because I was very it was so super chilled out, and the two entities kind of merged on
Okay.
many occasions, because in school, I mean, I was playing tabla also, for various different things, but apart from that, I mean, my friend circle and all that, yeah, here I must add that somehow or the other, entirely, almost all my friends don't have anything to do with music, and neither are they interested in music, and especially in our kind of music.
Right.
So I mean,
Yeah, I
I
faced
did,
that in my school also. Like nobody knew anything about our kind of music.
yeah, exactly. So because, I think that's a very common phenomenon that happens with most musicians, but I mean, it was never a problem. I mean, it was never an issue, because that's how I
But
learned
it's
how
okay.
to.
So I'm going to stop you there. So in school,
Yeah.
so did they think it was really cool for you to be a tabla player, or was it
Uh,
like, what is this? I mean, what is what do you what do you do?
Eventually they did,
Okay.
but yeah, but I think it took them some time to kind of get to
So here's
terms
the
with
thing.
it.
So they have a notion about
Hmm.
classical musician.
Yeah,
You know.
it's that perception
Yeah. So
that yeah.
and I'm don't make any mistake about it. I'm not trying to make fun of the protocol or the tradition. Some of it is
Hmm.
beautiful, some of it is very endearing also,
Hmm.
like if we see our elders, we'll go and touch their feet, and I think
Hmm.
that mode of respect is there in every society of the world.
In some way or the other,
But
yeah.
forget music. I mean, you have the mentor-mentee relationship.
Hmm.
You will, if you see a senior in your field, you're always going to address that person as sir, and you're
Absolutely.
always going to treat the person with reverence. And I think
Hmm.
that is a great value. But as you said, sometimes the it can get quite comical, right? And because it's like the way it's done, it's the way the protocol is followed, and it can get quite comical, or sometimes not so real, right?
Yeah, but I think you just need to know your limits, and not try to be artificial in any way, because that's how things can get comical, if you say so. But but but
You're
otherwise, I
gonna
mean,
put it
just,
on me if I say so.
well, I mean, yeah, I mean, you're the man out here, so yeah.
I'm the man.
I'm just a guy.
Oh, right. You're a boy.
Yeah.
Well, thank God you're
So
not a girl.
hmm.
That's also a
Anyway,
private
so
joke.
yeah, getting back to the topic.
Yeah.
So yeah, where was I? I think I was talking about school and all that stuff. So yeah, so it was never an issue. I mean, being with music, with people in general who don't have anything much to do with music, it just taught me how to live life normally,
Yeah.
and just the general perception of how people
Hmm.
live in this world. So yeah, so it made things much easier for me, and I mean, right now, I mean, and for most people, I think even your generation, and even, I mean, just the musicians of today, I think it's so easy for us to mingle
True. I
with
think people
non-musicians, with
we are
people of
still in
different
awe.
stratas of society.
The interesting
Yeah.
thing is, I mean, and this is my personal experience, is for a great, for many people, like say, including your dad, like
Hmm.
as we've been brought up as kids to really respect their music and respect them so much, till you get to know them as people. Sometimes there's
Hmm.
this feeling of awe,
Hmm.
and I think once you get to know them as people, then you get to love them. Sometimes the awe and respect stands in the way of love,
Absolutely.
of
Yeah.
affection and love, because you want to keep your distance, because that person is such a great person. And
Hmm.
once you get to know them, and this has happened in my case with a lot of great
Hmm.
maestros or stalwarts. Once you get to know them as people, they are just people, and it's like, if they know how to keep it that way, then you get closer as human beings. And
Yeah.
yeah, and I think it's easier to
Absolutely.
make
Very
music
good.
together if you're like that. I'm coming to the crux of the point. Is
Yeah. Without a doubt.
me and Ishaan, we have what, 20 years between us? More. Actually,
More.
I don't want to get there because we recently made a music video together, and
Yeah. And that's
Ishaan
out on YouTube. And please do go and watch it
yeah, it's called
if you
Choti
just
Si
join
Baat.
in. Yeah. Okay, you're talking about Choti Si Baat. I thought you were talking about Puria. Anyway.
Yeah, Choti Si Baat, which is out on this beautiful channel called Sufi Score, and there Ishaan has made his debut as a
Doing
chota,
a few extra shots. Yeah. Chote shots. Yeah.
chote shots, as a chota lover boy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that's the right word, but whatever. I don't want to make it sound something that it's not, but it's a very nice romantic kind of a rock ballad kind of thing. And Gayatri, my wife, has sung it beautifully with Amara Banerjee, who's such a talented
It was
singer.
amazing.
He's composed the song. But anyway, what I was trying to say is that me and Ishaan, we have got 20 years between us, but we don't behave that way, do we?
Absolutely not. I mean, but I mean, what you said just now, I mean, that made total sense. I mean, right now it makes sense to me because I'm going back in time when I started to get to know you personally. Because before that, I knew Purvan Chatterjee, of course, the musician, the big name, and all of that stuff. But till we actually started getting close and getting to know each other as people. I mean, I did have that kind of a what do you say, subconscious barrier in my mind where it was full of awe and respect and all those kinds of things. But then once we got to know each other as people completely, I think that's when the fun element in music actually started happening, and we could explore, we had
music together. Exactly.
Take the leap of faith.
That's what. So let's hear you play like a I know I played Savan Ki Ritu already for Instagram, but if you have your tabla, and there's so many people are wanting to, and actually your tabla now sounds better. There was an issue with the sound earlier on.
Okay.
But now it's good. So let's hear you play like a rela or something. Like Savan Ki Ritu. Savan Ki Ritu aayi re sajaniya प्रीतम घर नहीं आए. Take it from there. वाह, क्या बात है. So we have some people writing to me. I know the very talented Saberi is writing from London and saying tabla sound is very soft. I think what it is, Ishaan, is when you're on a phone. No, it's not your fault.
Exactly.
So basically, the phone is basically meant for talking. Like you're Zoom on the phone. But anyway, never mind. I heard that and I imagined the rest. And guys, those of you who are having difficulty, imagine. Please go to YouTube. You'll hear the full extent of Ishaan's fury.
Well, but
bear with me for a second.
Yeah, take your time.
But you can actually entertain the audience in the meantime, telling them what you've been doing in the lockdown. How it has affected your social life.
Sorry?
How it has affected your social life.
Well, it affected me in a way, not my social life, because I mean, I'm someone who loves to like go around and hang out with people, with friends, etc. But somehow like I've gotten used to this new normal, as they used to call it last year. But yeah, so just being at home, listening to some amazing music, enjoying amazing food
Hmm.
made by my mother. I mean,
Yes, I
she's
can
a
vouch for
very,
that. And
yeah.
we are lucky that we live round the corner from Ishan. So the other day, something turned up for us with sent by Dunzo.
Yeah, yeah. So well, I mean, there was one such occasion, but like, yeah, I mean, it's great fun to be home. Actually, right now, I mean, I'm just enjoying this. So
Okay.
yeah, just home
So
doing.
Savan ki ritu aayi.
क्या
So
बात है?
guys, hang on. Okay, let me play the first antara. So, as I was mentioning a little while ago, that we are going to be heading over in exactly 5 minutes to. So, if you really want more music, then you should head over to Clubhouse, and where we are going to be not only playing a little bit, but we're going to be talking about what romance means to you. So, hold your thoughts, and Ishan is going to be telling you what romance means to him.
Well,
Not yet,
okay,
no, in
yeah,
Clubhouse.
yeah. On Clubhouse, of course, but I think on Clubhouse, I'd like to play a little bit more, because I mean, because of this problem on Zoom. So let's
Yeah.
make music on
So let's. I
Clubhouse.
think let's shift over to Clubhouse. But
Yes.
thanks everybody for joining us. We've had
Big
a
thank
steady
you.
stream
Yeah.
of people. But once again, before we go, head over to my YouTube channel, Purbain Chatterjee YouTube channel. Search that in Google, and it's gonna pop up. And check the video which is at the top of the stack, which says Romantic Raga Puria with Ishan Ghosh. It's just dropped. It's also out on all OTT platforms, Savan, Ghana, Wink, Apple Music, what else, Amazon Music. And check it out, Spotify.
Yeah.
Check it out and give it your love. Share it with your friends, families, neighbors, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever. Have fun and catch you all on. Speaking of
Great.
girlfriends and boyfriends, we'll catch you on Clubhouse in a bit. And so all girlfriends ask your boyfriends to join, and vice versa, and we'll
Talk about romance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. See you then.
See
Bye
you.
bye.